What's up, homies? Welcome back to the video. I won't lie to you guys, I am a little bit worried that yesterday's video is gonna get taken down or something, because it's the first video that I've like shown really hectic, well, it's not really hectic riding, but it's the first video that I've shown a little bit of zoomies in. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Yo, but there were some salty people from that video. The whole why don't wear gear thing. Yo, there were some salty bros. So today's video, I was gonna make a video about, you know, should you start on a 600 or can you start on a 600, but I decided last minute that I wanted to change my mind. Oh my goodness. Today's video is going to be about the 5 things that I find annoying about riding a bike, even though I love riding a motorbike. I struggled to think of 5, I won't lie. I got to 3 and then I was like, well, now what? Because it's difficult to think of that you don't, you know, okay, well, that doesn't really matter. Well, I mean, again, it's one of those things where people are going to have their own opinions. So if you can think of any other things that are annoying about riding that I didn't include, let me know in the comments, because yeah, I struggle to think of 5. Another thing, issue, problem, no storage space, boys, unless you want to be one of those dudes, one of those middle-aged men and ride an adventure bike or Harley Davidson, one of those things. But who would want to do that? Why not just inconvenience yourself and not have any storage space for anything? You know, because then you can look cool. The number one thing for me has to be weather. For example, when it is raining, there is almost nothing that can get me to ride my motorbike unless I absolutely have to be somewhere. Now, fortunately enough, since I started making content, there hasn't been much rain. But yeah, I can definitely see myself riding in a lot of rain so that I can get content out. I can think of multiple reasons why riding in the rain is horrible. Number one being that you get hella wet. Nobody likes to get soaking wet. And being wet on a bike is terrible, because not only are you just soaking, but you're soaking wet and you got wind blowing on you, so it makes it even worse. Also, if the raindrops are big, they can literally feel like you are getting hailed on. And then don't even get me started on what it's like riding in hail. So yeah, rain sucks. If you're wearing full gear, like full leathers, I mean, I don't have full leathers, so I don't know what it's like, but I mean, I can just imagine that wearing full leathers, you actually just get baked in the sun. Because I mean, I've got it's like body armor, but it's like a netting material with the armor attached to it, so it's very breathable. But even wearing that, when it's sunny out and you're sitting at a traffic light, woo, it is not a fun time. Reason number 2 is fuel consumption. Now, everybody thinks when you have a motorbike that you're going to use less fuel, and yes, they might be more fuel efficient. It depends what bike you're on, obviously. Like, obviously the 300s are going to be more fuel efficient, and like that little yellow thing over there will be more fuel efficient than this. But the best way to explain it is when you're in a car and you have to go from point A to B, you go from point A to B and you take the shortest route possible. When you're on a motorbike, you don't just go from point A to point B. You go from point A to point B to point C. You find the longest possible route to get to your destination. So you actually end up using more fuel. Well, for me at least, and for a lot of people, oh my goodness. Yes, they might be more fuel efficient on paper, but trust me, you're going to be instead of going from point A to point B, you're going to be going on a major detour. because riding a motorbike is fun. Sitting in a metal cage with air conditioning and a comfortable seat, feeling safe, that's boring. Who wants to do that, you know? I can't really speak from experience, but I do know that driving a bike, especially a 600 or a 1000, you're gonna go through tires much quicker than you will on a car. Yeah, I don't know too much about tires, especially for cars, but I just know that, you know, you are gonna get like your lower range, your lower end tires that are gonna be very basic, and then you're gonna get your fancy tires and all of that sort of stuff. I guess it is also subject to how you ride. I had body aches as one of the things here. You know, like your body gets super sore when you're riding all day, especially on one of these. After an hour and a half of riding, the top of my back and like near my neck, it actually goes numb. So, I mean, it is a real thing, but I wouldn't say it's a major issue. I think not having storage is more of an issue. Now the last thing, something that is a very controversial topic. As I saw from my last video, well, not my last video, as I saw from one of my videos, there's a lot of people with a lot, and I say a lot, of different opinions on this thing, but wearing gear. Now, when you drive a car, you put your little flip-flops on, you put your shorts on, your little t-shirt, and you get into your little cage, and off you go. If you're riding a bike, now, it's going to be different for a lot of people. But if you're riding a bike, at bare minimum, you have to put a helmet on. Okay, so already as it is, you're slightly inconveniencing yourself. Now for me, every time I get on a bike, I put my boots on, long pants, gloves, balaclava, and helmet. Okay? Now imagine every single time you want to get in your car, you're going to put all that shit on. You see? It's just a little bit of an inconvenience. Now, I won't lie to you, I feel pretty cool when I'm wearing my helmet and my gloves. You know, I feel like a bit of a badass. But it is a little bit of an inconvenience. And again, it's going to be different for everyone. I know people who will quite literally get on their bike in short slops and a t-shirt. I know that there are people out there. But yeah, guys, if you have any more that I missed out on that you think are relevant, let me know in the comments. Because yeah, I actually struggled to actually think of more than 3 for the video. But yeah, your boy's still sick, unfortunately. I'm getting better though. Interesting driving today. Very, very interesting. So yeah, today we were supposed to film with the vet bikes, and we are supposed to do a review, but unfortunately the vet is actually sick right now. So for you guys, we're hoping to film the video with him either today or tomorrow. And yeah, we're kind of hoping that we can maybe test out one of the CBR 1000s. Otherwise, I don't really mind. I'm just excited to work with somebody and to test out some bikes and to get some different content for you guys. I think it's going to be really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't get that bike review out today, but yeah, it's just one of those things that happens. But yeah, thanks for watching, boys, and I will catch you all in the next one, which hopefully will be a bike review.